The Acer Aspire 5 is not a laptop that will win all the accolades, but it is the notebook that will get the job done. The Acer Aspire 5 ticks off a lot of the boxes for students participating in remote or in-person learning this year. The $549 $399 starting laptop offers inoffensive looks with lots of ports and surprisingly good audio. However, middling performance and subpar battery life keeps this laptop from making any of our best lists. However, if you're looking for an inexpensive option that can transition from work to play with relative ease, the Aspire 5 will do the trick. Before we start, go ahead and subscribe. Also press the bell button to get the latest updates. Without any further delay, let us start. The Acer Aspire 5 looks like a long-lost MacBook cousin. It is not your first choice, per se, but you would not kick it out of bed. It's thin and sleek with subtle, understated styling, making it pleasing to the eye without being overly flashy. When closed, the unit's lid is firmly down against the chassis, and with its super smooth surfaces, it is a little difficult to open. Once you do get it open, your eyes are introduced to a pleasing design. The first thing you notice is the minimal black bezel surrounding the display. Next, you'll drink in the full backlit chiclet-style keyboard which sits above the touchpad, all snuggled into the silver casing with its curved rounded corners, adding to the sleek feeling of the Aspire 5. The ample palm rest gives the feeling you're using a much larger laptop. There's the fingerprint scanner compatible with Windows Hello that allows you to lock and unlock the laptop with your fingertip. Most people are disappointed that Acer didn't add a camera shutter to provide the user some privacy. Measuring 14.3 into 9.9 into 0.7 inches and weighing 3.7 pounds, the Aspire 5 is slightly heavier and larger than the Lenovo Yoga C740 at 3 pounds and 12.7.1 into 8.5 into 0.6 inches. However, it's lighter than the Asus VivoBook S15, which comes in at 4 pounds, 14.1 into 9.2 into 0.6 inches. The system has a USB 3.1 Type-C Generation 1 port with two USB 3.1 Type-A Generation 1 ports, a USB 2 port, a HDMI 2 port, a microSD card reader, an Ethernet port, a Kensington lock, and jacks for a headset and power. The Aspire 5's 15.6-inch 1920 into 1080 pixel display is bright with good color saturation. Watching the trailer for Magic Camp, the colors and tones were rendered nicely, especially when one group of kids in dramatic, slow-wearing red sweatsuits. The colors were well saturated, warm, and rich, and the contrast was excellent throughout. Overall, it was a solid visual experience. You can totally veg and binge-watch movies with this display. When our team of skilled math scientists measured the panel's color reproduction, the Aspire 5 scored 63% of the sRGB color gamut, which tied with the Asus VivoBook. The Lenovo Yoga C740 blew them both away, scoring 111%, which is way above the 89% mainstream laptop average. The Aspire 5's display averages 258 nits of brightness, which is brighter than the 248 nit, the VivoBook at 248 nits, and the Yoga C740 at 250 nits. With a 1GHz Intel Core i5-1035G1 processor, 8GB of RAM, a 256GB PCIe NVMe SSD, and an Intel UHD graphics GPU, the Aspire 5 is a workhorse, capable of easily handling all your emails, UT breaks, documents, and schoolwork. Unfortunately, the Aspire 5 didn't fare as well during our lab tests, starting with Geekbench 5, an overall performance benchmark. The laptop scored 2,744, which is short of the 3,452 mainstream laptop average. The Asus VivoBook, with its Core i5-10210 CPU, hit 3,560, while the Lenovo Yoga C740 and its Core i5-10210U CPU reached 3,878. The Aspire 5 wins some points here with its good sound quality. The audio is clear and even offers a little rump shaker bass and depth. The speakers are loud enough to hear clearly in a medium-sized room. The two front-mounted speakers pushed enough sound to get grooving to the new Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion song that we shall not name here as we're just an innocent group of techies. While playing Bach's Prelude in B minor, the mids and highs were excellent and clear. Acer's True Harmony Generation 2 feature, which Acer claims offers a wider frequency range, lower distortion, and headphone-like sound quality, provides 3 different surround sound modes: music, movie, and game. Our review unit managed to outpace the mainstream laptop average 22 minutes and 21 seconds during the Handbrake video editing test, taking 21 minutes and 55 seconds to transcode a 4K video to 1080p. However, the VivoBook at 17 minutes and 22 seconds and Yoga C740 at 20 minutes and 42 seconds scored better. During the file transfer test, the Aspire 5 took 14 seconds to duplicate 5 GB of mixed media files for a transfer rate of 369.4 megabytes per second. The VivoBook 512 GB SSD hit 408 Mbps. The Lenovo Yoga C740 512 GB SSD was the speed demon of the group with its 848.2 megabits per second transfer rate. The Aspire 5 uses an Intel integrated GPU, which we wouldn't recommend for intense gaming. Our test unit scored 8 frames per second during our Sidemeyer's Civilization 6 Gathering Storm test at 1080p, matching the Yoga C740. The VivoBook led the group, reaching 11 frames per second, but still fell short of the mainstream laptop average of 14 frames per second. The Aspire 5 comes with a 48 watt-hours 3-cell lithium-ion battery, which Acer rates at 8 hours of battery life. When we ran the laptop Mag battery test, which consists of continuous web surfing over Wi-Fi at 150 nits of brightness, the laptop lasted for 6 hours and 55 minutes, which is below the 9 hours and 22 minutes mainstream average. Both the VivoBook and Yoga C740 lasted longer at 8 hours and 23 minutes and 10 hours and 18 minutes respectively. The Aspire does an excellent job of dissipating heat. We popped open 30 tabs in Google Chrome, all playing various full HD YouTube videos while working on a document. And there was no real rise in temperature. Our team ran a full-screen HD video for 15 minutes and measured specific spots on the laptop once the time elapsed. The touchpad measured 71 degrees Fahrenheit, which is well below our 95-degree comfort threshold. Between the G and H keys and on the underside, we got a comfortable temperature of 86 degrees. The Aspire 5 720p webcam is pretty standard and performs well. Like most webcams, the color can be a little off in tone, and the details will be grainy if the lighting is not right. If you need better quality, we suggest purchasing an external webcam. However, the Aspire 5's camera will more than suffice during your Zoom calls and Google Meets. The Acer Aspire 5 comes with Windows 10 Home, which means there's a fair amount of bloatware including Skype, Netflix, Microsoft Solitaire Collection, and Spades. The Acer Aspire 5 comes with a 1-year limited warranty. The Acer Aspire 5 is not a game changer. Its design is so subdued that it is barely noticeable, and its Core i5 processor and integrated graphics will not blow you away with their performance. However, for a seriously affordable $549, the Aspire 5 serves up a solid audio system and has enough power to get the job done, whether the task is writing up a report, video chatting with family, or watching a movie. However, if you are looking for more power, longer battery life, and a better screen, we'd recommend the $686 Lenovo Yoga. It's a bit more expensive than the Acer, but you also get the added benefit of the transforming versatility by way of the system's 360-degree hinge. That said, if you're looking for a laptop that can handle remote or in-person learning on a budget, the Acer Aspire 5 is a solid choice. That is all for today, folks. Tell us in the comment section about your point of view. See you soon with another amazing video.